are in the world, and welcome back for another episode of Spiritual Time this week. And today, when this goes on air, will be Easter Sunday, which is I've got my rabbit ears, but because of the background, there we go. You can't really see them, but I'm going to keep them on anyway because it's the spirit.
Yeah.
It's the spirit.
Yes. I was going to tuck my bunny tail that I made for the school and all, but I didn't get where I was getting pitted.
Oh, that was incredible. I'll pop a picture up and let everybody see your lollipop outfit for the all the viewers can see your little lollipop outfit you wore for the kiddies. It was incredible. What an effort. What an effort. I wish I had a lollipop lady as cool as you.
And one of my kiddies gave me that.
Oh,
as he was crossing in the morning.
That's
I was so touched.
So you got an Easter egg.
I got my Easter egg. And I'm really chuffed. I've got my Easter egg.
Yeah.
Buster thinks it's for him, like.
Oh.
My ears is gonna fall off, you see, because they've been tied onto my lollipop hat. Look, they get fall off. Can you see them moving? Never mind.
Anyway, right. Let's get started. How's your week?
Oh, it's been very interesting, very busy. Been speaking with some people in other parts of Britain.
Wow.
In Australia, in America.
Wow.
So very going international.
That's amazing. Hello to you guys out there. Hello.
I know, and thank you for all the comments that we're getting.
I know. Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So thank you to everyone that's commenting because it means the absolute world to us. And it helps everybody else as well. So thank you. Hold on. Let me go have a look. Let's see. Just to say a big shout out to everyone. Let's see who we got. We've got Lindy. Thank you so much.
I know.
For your. And we've got David Ferguson. Love you too, David. Susan Ruthenberg. You make me smile. Yep, you make us smile. We love you. Thank you. We've got Diana from Alabama. Hello, Diana from Alabama. And we've got our lovely Joe. We love you, Joanne. And then we've got Claire Miller. Claire Miller, we love you. We love you. You're awesome. Thank you very, very much. And then there's Georgina Whitmore. And then there's EL. And there's Crystal Lynn. You two are so full of joy. You're full of joy as well, my beautiful. Yes. And then we've got Queen Malibu Sutherland. And we've got Kelly Miller, Lynn Hume. Like, it's been incredible. So, thank you so much.
You're all very much in my heart.
Yeah, and we really, really appreciate the comments. Really appreciate the comments.
Oh,
it raises our vibrations as well when we see the comments. Like, it's fantastic. We lift up. It's great. I love it. So, thank you. Thank you so much.
And it's amazing. And Ken, we've waited a long time to get a good few comments. And if they were normal ones from Margaret and Joanne and that, you know. So Ken, it's ace. Absolutely blown over the moon this week. And I did a first live for the greenhouse this week.
Did you? Wow, okay.
But that's on Facebook page though, Cam. Yes, so again, just a quickie, just to let them ken it. I have started in the greenhouse again. You never know, I might do another one since it's Easter. But yeah,
everybody, your carrots.
Yes, I see all I've got some seeds done, so I've done all that, and yes, and I took myself in hand. Okay. Yeah, I know. Here's me, kid. Easter's one of my favourite things, not just because of chocolate. We talked about it the last time. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate. Yeah, I love my chocolate. Anyway, I've put the cell into hand, and I've changed the way I'm eating. Yes, to the state that, yes, okay. It's fairly clean in my out. We'll put it that way.
Or do you want to tell them the real story? Because she was, guys, I was talking with her on the phone last night and she told me the real story. So do you want to maybe tell everybody the real story? What happened? Hey, listen, we're human. We're human. So, but guys, the best way I can put it, right? The best way, has anybody seen Dumb and Dumber? Right? Hello? No, we're really joking. And like, is it Floyd that puts the laxatives in the guy's coffee and then he like he has to run to the toilet and he sits on the toilet and it's literally explosive.
That was me. Yes, I didn't have no laxatives. That's the problem. I was just using lots of fruit. So what happened was I'm really doing well, and on last Sunday I was actually sitting and I was going through some videos and things like that, and I had went to the kitchen and I'd bought in some grapes and kind of wee punnet things, and I took it through and I sat it at my side on the settee. You see, I should have put it on the table and this wouldn't have happened anyway. And of course, I'm busy. Can you give you like you're studying things, you're enjoying something, kept eating them, turned around, they were finished. I put an hour and a half, the gurgling started. Gargle. And I've gone, oh dear. I think I'm going to explode. Well, I'm downstairs. My bathroom's down the stairs. And I'm only about, 6 paces. Something like that. For the living room to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Aye. I'm very close. Well, sorry to tell you, it's a din the market.
Oh no!
Oh dear. So that was a sight to be seen. We'll put it that way. But Gladys, what a clear out. Oh me, I felt great after it. It was like I think that I popped.
Pops, did you? Yeah. So that was your body breaking into healthy eating then?
Yes, get on with it. Definitely the shit.
Quite literally.
Oh, yes. Had a very good clear out, we'll put it that way. And then the next night, that was a Sunday, on Monday I was at my friend's because it was his birthday. And he wanted a reading, and we managed to get his mum and dad through for spirit. So that was I got me, he's day to tell the truth. Anyway, he said it was him for supper. Well, about half an hour after supper, I felt the gurgling again. I thought, oh no.
Oh no.
Nothing happened, nothing disastrous, but I thought it's time to go home. So definitely we're having a clear out this week. But no, it's been good. I've been feeling so much lighter, which obviously, but you can't. It's just I've been feeling a lot better within myself.
That's good.
Yeah.
So our little chat last week helped you then. Definitely. I'm telling you, because last week that chat that we had in spiritual time last week, it made me stop and think more as well this week. Like I felt.
I'm sorry, but the ears are coming off. They're slipping down, so I'll take them off for you.
Well, I'll take mine off as well. But yeah, no, it's like I was more consciously aware. Like I was consciously aware before, but I was more consciously aware like this week again. And the foot bath remember I said last week at the end I wanted to talk about foot bath, the detoxing sort of thing. What I've been trying to do is I've been trying to detox, but you know, like some days I do really well, and then other days it's like,
but no, we're human. We're human.
Yeah, we're human. Yeah, we're human, and it's like it's learning willpower. It's like what the Buddhists do. It's like willpower, and if you can overcome your own mind and your own urges and your own temptations, then you can really overcome anything. So it's like trying to master that. It's trying to master that, doing the intermittent fasting and trying to eat healthy, but at the same time you've got to listen, like I said last week, got to listen to your own body. But anyway, the detox bath, it's like a Japanese, I think it's Japanese detox bath, and it's got an ionizer in it. So you've just put a little like pinch of salt, and what it does is it draws out all the toxins in your body. So I've been using it, and whoa boy, you do actually, you feel it when your feet's in the bath. You feel it coming, and your feet feel brand new, and you feel lighter. Like you do feel lighter. And I've noticed that you can check a chart to see what's in it, and like it's pretty rank. It's disgusting. Like the first time I done it, it was like all this white gungy stuff started floating on the water, and then there was oils, and then there was like this little black like specks and everything in it, and done it that I know, and their results were different. So I was like, well, it's not everybody that uses it is going to have the same results. Does that make sense?
No, well, we're all different, aren't we? We're all individuals, I keep saying.
Yeah, but the blacks were the metals, so I'm detoxing the metals from my body. It's just being aware of not putting any more of that metals in. And why I'm doing this is because it's like, I know we've spoke about this briefly, but it's to do with like the vibration in the body, okay? And as your body reaches different frequencies and vibrations, you will probably notice that your taste and your food changes, your diet changes with that alone. And everybody at the moment, you know, is going through a different like rise frequency because the earth is also doing the same. So when the earth raises its vibration, it's called Ascension. So when the earth raises its vibration, then everybody else's vibration raises, and you'll realize that you've, like, for me, I've gone completely off meat. It wasn't through choice. I just couldn't stomach it anymore. I just couldn't stomach it, like, at all. And it was a weird thing, if you know what I mean. And then I used to be a cigarette smoker, and I stopped that and used a vape. Now I don't use anything at all because
that's good. That's good.
I've stopped vaping, I've stopped smoking, and like people like temptations, people have offered me, and I'm like, no, you're fine, thanks, I don't need that. And it's not because like it's through choice, it's because my body is just like, no, I don't want this anymore.
Well, this is it. And the thing is, at the moment, we're going through the Ascension sickness as well. And
it's like
that's causing a lot of problems with people.
Yeah, and I thought maybe that was something we can maybe talk about today, because like there's people maybe watching this today that don't have a clue what we're talking about, like what the hell's Ascension, and like Ascension symptoms, like what the heck? Because I was the same, and then last year when I started, my vibrations started really raising, and I started like my DNA and everything started really activating. There was days, it was like the purge. It's called in like with this process, and for days, like I knew my body was changing in vibration, and things would be different after it. It's so weird. And you probably are going through it, but you're not even aware that you're going through it.
That's right. It's like myself. I was going through awful headaches. It was like my head was being pulled off my neck. Ken, it was like thinking I'm going, oh, I can't handle this. And I had to say to my guides, okay, what's wrong with me? And they just says, drink plenty of water, make sure you're grounded. It's the Ascension sickness, and everybody takes it in different ways.
Yeah, like everything's different.
Yeah, this is it. So I was like that, and I was drinking quite a lot more water than I would normally be drinking. But some days I honestly thought they were trying to take my head off my shoulders. Had somebody pulling it. It felt like somebody was pulling my head off my shoulders. I thought, oh, this is great fun. But anyways, that's calmed down. And now, as I said, in the last week, I've kind of went on to detoxing with fruit, you know, and that. So if you get in my fridge just now, it's all fruit.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Keep at it. No, seriously, keep at it. Good. Because last week I spoke about sugar, but I wasn't very clear what I meant by sugar. Like, I'm not eating refined sugar, so I'm trying to stay away from like biscuits and chocolate, but natural sugars. Like, I'll allow myself to have a little bit of honey in my coffee, natural and it's organic. And then like my fruits, there's sugar in that, but that's natural, if you know what I mean. Refined sugar I was talking about last week. So
well, that's funny because obviously last week we talked about me and my chocolate, right? And my chocolate bars and things, right? Now, I was having the age thing here, but I've always to get up through the night. And I came down, and a lot of dogs outside, they come down with me, and they went out, and I kind of wanted a drink of water. So I took a water, and all of a sudden, I want a biscuit. I went in the biscuit box, and I always had 2 at a time. I took the 2 out, and it was chocolate digestives, and there is other brands. Better get that in. Anyway, I had the 2 in my hand. The dogs came in, I shut and locked the door, and I'm looking at the 2 in my hand, and I put 1 back on the counter. I just looked at it and put 1 on the counter. And when I was up the stairs and I sat in it, I didn't even enjoy it. Did not enjoy it. And I goes, okay, something's working.
yeah, something's working.
That was only in a matter of what, 3-4 days.
That's amazing. So do you think your vibrations raised then, that your body is just
no? Oh God, aye. But then I think it's got a lot to do with this new path that I'm on as well. Can we introducing the guides?
Yeah.
I think that's got a lot to do with it as well. Because I know after I've worked with somebody, Ken, I was sick after it, and I was kind of tuning in myself, and I do feel different. I feel, I suppose, up higher. I don't know how to describe. I know I'm different doing that than what I'm doing, because I've had my normal readings as well, and I've been doing all that, and I've been different. It's different. It's definitely different.
Okay.
So, and I can't believe, Ken. Now, I went to the supermarket this morning, went to the biscuit aisle, and of course, I've got my grandchildren coming this weekend, haven't I?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, right, better get some sweeties. I've got some sweeties, and I've got 1 packet of biscuits.
1 packet of biscuits. Oh, what?
Instead of half a dozen. So, you know, even my shopping, I normally, and I couldn't even see, and nothing was jumping out at me. And I go, okay, things have really changed in the last few days. Okay, I will just go with the flow. As I said to Happy, I take 1 day at a time, and I go with the flow. Whatever's happening, I go with the flow.
Yeah.
You know, because I kind of on the right way. I kind of doing things right. And you guess I've really enjoyed it. And I think I've slept better as well.
Yeah. You will do. You will do, sorry.
So we'll see. We'll see if it happens over the weekend. Because being Easter, things can just get a bit haywire.
But it's allowed though. Like, you know, you can be really hard on yourself. Like I was being. No, you've got to like listen to your body, like I said last week. And I don't want to keep going on because we spoke about it last week. But Ascension, like, for people out there to understand what Ascension is, this is what I believe it to be. Okay, so the Earth is currently sitting in a 3D, moving on up to a 4D to fight, like, to eventually be in a 5D. Okay. And then what happens? We've been sitting in this 3D matrix for thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
A long time. Just a bit of a long
long
time.
time. And what's happened is the vibration of the planet, Mother Gaia, basically put out a call to the universe to say it was time for her to move on into a 5D sort of vibration, okay? Because all the other planets in the solar system are currently sitting in a 5D, and we are basically, this is what I believe, okay, and we are basically sitting in a 3D at the moment. So for that to happen, okay, the vibration, this has been going on for a while, so our vibration's like slowly rising, and then for her to slowly rise, the consciousness of everyone on the planet also has to rise. So recently, it all coincides with the sun as well. So it's fascinating subject, okay? So if you really, if you're sitting here going, wow, like what? Go and research it, okay? And like find your truth, because this is what I believe, and like what I say is not obviously going to resonate with everybody else, okay? But this is what I've found through my research, and like. Yeah, and the light from the sun, okay, has light codes and activations, okay, because we currently, like, we have 13 strands of DNA, but only 2 of those, only 2 we use, okay? What happens is the light is basically activating those light codes in your meditation and everything, and your vibration raises, right? So last year, when like all these different activations and strands like started harmonizing and my chakras and that come into alignment, it was like what you had. Sometimes it would be vomiting, it would be explosive diarrhea, and I felt like one night I was sitting on the couch and I was just like, I was fine, and then the next thing I was like, oh my god, I need to go to bed. It's like this.
It just dropped.
You just drop like that. There's no warning. There is no warning. And it all coincides with what's happening with the sun as well. And I mentioned this previously. And it's like, the thing is, when this happens to you, it's not to be alarmed. It's not to freak out or think you're really ill. Okay? Because
just like, go with it.
Just go with it. You just have to flow with it, okay? And just take the rest and self-care. And if you're a person that's going to the doctor and you're like, oh, well, I'm getting this ringing in my ears and it's never going away, or there's something wrong with my stomach, but they've done all the tests under the sun and they can't find anything, okay? Right? Because that happens. And I've had problems for a long, long time. Now I understand it's not problems, it's just my body changing, because our bodies are carbon bodies at the moment, okay? Now as the vibration rises, our bodies are becoming more crystalline, right? Now this is fascinating. I looked at my palms the other day, right? Have a look at your palms. Do they look a little bit pearlescent?
Yes.
Yes. Do they, like, you'll notice that your skin's a little bit different, and sometimes you might have like little sparkles on your skin, or it looks
my palms look like they're see-through.
Yeah, you'll begin to notice, and everybody's eyes are changing as well. Like my eyes have changed. I know my eyes have changed because I looked at old photos and I was like, I've always had like blue eyes, but my eyes are like, some days my eyes are really blue and ocean-like, and then other days they're really like greeny blue. It's great. It's fascinating. It's fascinating.
And this is it. And a lot of people is running to the doctors and that. And of course, the pandemic doesn't help this one, like, but a lot of it is just go with the flow. Just look after yourself. Listen to your body. And no matter what it is, if you feel like you need a drink of water, just take it. If you feel like you need a biscuit, take it. Listen to what the body says.
Yeah, okay? Listen to what
and you'll move. You'll move with it. You know? And I think that's what I've been doing this, I suppose, since last weekend. You know, but then my thing was, everything changed with the equinox, the spring equinox. equinox
The
was strong
equinox.
this thing. I felt it really strong.
Yeah, because there was a lot of light coming in, if you know what I mean. There's been a lot of energy coming in. Like, what I mean by light is also energy. So there's been a lot of energy hitting the planet, and everybody's vibration, whether they're in or out, is going to rise.
That's right.
And it's known, and that's why we need to be in a happy place, because the lower frequency that you are, okay, right, this is what I understand and believe, the lower the frequency you are when this energy comes in, the worse you're going to feel, the worse this is why, like, you need to be aware of your thought patterns. This is why you need to be aware of what you're thinking, what you're putting out there, like, consciously, the word, you know what I mean, like, did you say I'm gonna shit myself after I ate all those grapes?
No, I didn't even realise I'd ate them. That's the problem. I was so engrossed in what I was watching. It was just one. And next thing, I put my hand in the box and they were empty. And I'm going, oh. And I never thought I was going to put it until the rumbling started nagging. Oh. And I couldn't imagine what had happened, but I just thought, we have to wait. Oh, God, I should have, when the grumbling started, I should have just sat in the toilet, like, but never mind. Anyway, but what I've got to say is the spring equinox, and I've noticed with a lot of people over the last week, since the equinox, the people are a lot brighter, you know? Okay, yeah. And I do like having a laugh, and I do like jumping about, and I do like doing things. So and I do feel like I changed. Plus, my son has decided to leave the nest. Ooh, that was good.
So you're in the place naked now. Woo! Naked party at Gladys's house. Let's go! She is as well. Look at her face.
I can't. It's great. I didn't have to think about anybody in the house anymore. Oh, freedom! Right. But you see, but it was his time to move. It was his time to take his life into his own hands. You know?
Yeah.
So and all that good shift, and then here's me, kind of like a week later, and I'm thinking, God, that's all. It doesn't feel like it's only been just over a week. Do you understand what I mean? And I'm kind of gobsmacked. It's coming up to me, like I said, maybe 2 weeks now. But I'm there gobsmacked because everything's happened. Like, here's like your thoughts. You were on about the thoughts about a minute ago, right? What did I say to you? Was it last week I says to you, oh, me, I'm going to have to update this blooming machine. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you lot out there, I work on an iPad. I didn't have an actual computer or a laptop. I work on an iPad. But we kind of this was got to come, did we, Kerry?
Yeah.
Right? But with everything that's been happening, and I kind of was got to do it. So, of course, I put it out on Wednesday night. I put it out there. I said, well, okay, it's time to update. But mind, it's an Apple I've got, so we have to update the Apple. And remember what I've got in the bunk. You see? I just say things like that. And I just put it out there. And I've got a nephew that is an IT specialist. Anyway, I met up with him on Monday. But I didn't care he was going to be at my friend's if I was there on Monday. I didn't know he was going to be there. But when I found out he was gone, I thought, because he started muting my phone in December. And I'm going, when he came in, I thought, that's the universe. Because I did say to my friend, why is he coming? Why's Darren coming? And he said, he says, when he updated my phone, he didn't get my photos over. And I'm going, really? And I'm going, And it wasn't until the day before, Sunday, that I thought, no way would he make that kind of mistake. He's too good at this job, right? Then it dawned on me as universe, because of what I've been asking. And so when he came in, of course, he come in, I gets my hug and I hang in, we're sitting down. And I never said nothing. He says, well, what's been happening? What's been happening? What's the news, kid? So I'm telling him what's been going on. And he says, you're connecting in with other countries on an iPad? I'm going, aye. And I never said nothing. I just let him, let's see what he's going to say. And he goes, you need upgraded. I says, I know, Darren. I say, so what we going to do? Because he says, because he did say to me, this is about my mate's phone. That's never happened before. What I didn't get. And he just couldn't understand that. But I didn't like to say, no, that was meant to happen because you and me are meant to talk. So, yeah, so he will be coming, I'll be upgraded.
Okay.
And, so we'll see what he gets. So I did say to him, I says, but you better set it up for me. And then I felt like saying, you better teach me how to work a damn thing.
And another thing, bringing you up on that. Hold on. Before you go on, right? You manifested that, but what do you remember what you manifested for me also? This is why you need to be careful. Oh no, she's forgotten. This is why you need to be careful with your words, because if you remember towards the end of the video last week, you said, remember, you're gonna have an awful job with this video this week, or something along that line, right?
That's right.
He's sitting editing the video. I'm editing the video, and all hell broke loose. And it normally takes me 10-15 minutes to edit a video. Took me almost 5 bloody hours, may I add. 5 hours! 5 hours!
She only told me this last night.
It's fine. Do you know what? It was a test as well for me.
But then I did it again to you the day, did I? This morning. No, last night I said to you. You said, I said, what time are you we doing a video in the morning? And you said, you guys, 1 o'clock. I guess, oh, well, we'll mark it a couple of hours later.
And what happened? We won't get the reasons why, obviously. But yes, it happened a couple of hours later. Honestly, so this is why
I'm sitting ready on time and she's not.
I get it. Oh, my God. Seriously. So this is why you got to be careful what you say about what you say about, what you like to other people. Yes, don't you agree? You've just got to be very careful. Like the energies are strong, and I've been keeping an eye on the KP again this week, and we've been sitting in a KP3. Sometimes, like majority of the time, we're in a KP5. I haven't checked today, but I do know there's a coronal hole facing Earth at the moment, so we're probably going to get more influxes of energy next week. Because obviously, the Earth.
No, we're getting snarkling. We're getting snark.
Hold on. Yeah, I've got an Easter egg. Look, I got my crunchy Easter egg.
That's what you asked for.
Yes.
Well done.
See, I've got my crunchy. I love crunchies. I've got the thing for crunchies at the moment. I can't get enough of crunchies, but obviously. I haven't had a crunchy for a while, so that's why I manifested it, because I was like, I really want a crunchy. Right, okay. So this is the sun, right? You say this is the sun. And this is like the Earth, right? So you see, no, can
you can't see nothing for your background, you can.
Oh, for the love of God, right? But anyway, hold on, can you see my wrist? Yeah, right. So this is the sun. And this is the Earth, right? It's tiny wee. Like, look at that, right? So we've got the sun, right? Here we go, the sun. And then we've got a massive coronal sun. This is a science lesson. Lesson. So the sun is, and the Earth is just this tiny like right now on the sun, there's this huge coronal hole, okay? And then this coronal hole is going to spout this flare, which is basically energy, and it's going to hit Earth, right? And that's going to... Next week I'll break diagrams. That's what your vibration. So next week, if you're feeling a bit out of sorts, or your ears are ringing, or if you've got a sore head, or if you're just not feeling yourself, just go with it. And you cannot, like, this is another thing I learned as well. You can ask your higher self or your guides to take it off from you. Okay, so if you're really suffering, like if I knew that last year, my life would have been made so much easier, because I think I messaged Joanne and I said, the devil's coming out of me. It was just like, honestly, it was all that.
But it's right. See the other night there, I think it was Monday night, I woke up with a very bad pain in my right hand side. No, I didn't tell you this one. And really bad, I couldn't even move. It was like somebody had put in the only way I could describe the pain is if somebody's taken a big dagger or a sword and pinned it right through my skin to the bed, right?
Okay.
So, and I'm going, okay, what's this? And I just says, okay, guys, higher self. And I just brought everybody in. And I just says, I don't know what's going on here, but please can you remove what it is? And all I felt was a, as if it was being pulled out. And the next thing, back. And I've never had that pain again. What it was, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of the week.
That was the beginning. Okay, because like, it's not just like ringing in your ears. You're going to get body ailments. Now, last year, I had quite a lot of pain.
But you've got to watch. So sometimes ringing in the ears is downloads as well. So can you...
Well, it depends. Like, obviously, your left side's your love, okay? And your right side's your night side, okay? So that's where all the negative thoughts come through, right? Your download. So if you're getting, like, be aware of your... Be aware of your thought process at that time, or if you were doing something. So if you were thinking of like, oh, I'll go and eat that chocolate bar, and you hear a beep, that's your night side basically, or that's just basically your guide or whatever saying to you, step away from the chocolate, warning, step away from the chocolate, right?
That's what happened to me with my biscuit.
Yeah, but if you're like a way to eat the chocolate bar and you hear a beep on your left, that's a yes. So that's basically saying to you, yeah, it's okay, eat that chocolate bar, enjoy that chocolate bar, devour that chocolate bar. It's learning your left side and your right side. I can't get my words out. And I've noticed this as well. This is also another part of the Ascension. You say, you know, Gladys has been saying words recently in different ways. And that's fine, right? Because I've also been doing it. I can't get words out. Like, like you do need routine. So that's another sign of like things happening, and everybody's going through it. Everybody, like absolutely everybody. Just it's just being consciously aware and knowing how to do it.
And it's not just the people. But get this right, it's not just the people. It's awakened. It's everybody. Non-awakened, awakened. Everybody's gone through all that, and a lot of them spent that due to COVID.
Yeah. And it's basically the 3D matrix. Right, you can go and have a look at this, okay? Because we're not going to go too much into it, but the 3D matrix is basically breaking down at the moment, okay? And it's a matrix of slavery, poverty, destitute, all that sort of the low vibe energy, okay? And basically we're rising into love and light at the moment. Love and light. And there's going to be like people that are going to be scared, angry, not sure what's going on. That's their night side. So they're purging. It's called the dark night of the soul. So you're going to like like Dark Night is so it's joyful, but it's sitting with it. So when you're aware of that, you're actually going through a dark night. So it's sitting with it. It's feeling that emotion. It's allowing that emotion to be, and then just letting it pass through you. Knowing that
then I fight it.
No, don't fight it. Know that everything's going to be okay. Okay, know that everything's going to be okay. Let it go, and you'll feel like. Might take a couple of days, it might take a few days, might take weeks, might take months, but you will get through it. And what it is it's dealing with all the shit in your own soul. It's healing from all the shit and the trauma in your belief systems, and everything's beginning to basically heal. It's beginning to heal, and you'll notice you'll feel different about things. It's things that used to bother you no longer bothers you. And also people that you used to hang about with, you'll notice that they'll start falling off, or like you stop contacting, and it's not in any means or forms in a bad way. It's simply because vibration and your beliefs have changed. And you still love that person with all your heart, but it's just at that moment in time, vibration, like everything works on vibration. You attract your family. The more you look after yourself and look after your soul, and you heal your shit, you start attracting so many people that are meant to be.
And this is it. If you go back over your life, there's people come in and out in your life at different times, and now can you maybe think about them, but they're in the past. I'm not saying they've passed on or anything like that, but they've went there on their new path. Whatever you've dealt with or had to do with that person, that's been dealt with. It's the same kind of thing, because we're dealing with things, we're moving on. Yeah, we're going to leave some people away, but they're always in your heart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they are always
in your heart. You leave people for you leave people behind for different reasons. Ken, they've maybe done, or you've learned for them what you're meant to learn, and different things. So it's different, because I think that's what Ken, you think, you do a life review and all that, and you think about all the people that's been in your life and how you've moved on, and then Ken, it's up to them. We've all got our own paths, but then we'll all meet up again. Come time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I do believe that we will meet up again, at some stage, But then they see us. It's like doors closing, isn't it? It's like that thing: doors closing, doors open, new people come in, new exciting people. Like we've met just in the last week or so, And you get excited, and it's great, and you meet new people, and it gives you a buzz, and it lifts your soul, it lifts your vibration. Oh yeah, I love it. I love talk. Of course, I do love talking, and I do love meeting people and listening to their views and hearing how they're getting on. And I think I'm quite nosy, actually.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I've even noticed in dreams I'm nosy. Like I'm nosy with everything. It's not nosy because it's always nosy with good intentions. It's never nosy with bad intentions. It's nosy with good intentions. Like always, because I like to know my surroundings. I like to know my whereabouts. I like to, be on guard so I can help anybody if they need to be helped. Does that make sense? I'm in a better place emotionally, and I would say physically, although I'm still working.
In the last year, with all the crap that you went through, but this year, you have really raised, and I've seen a big difference.
Yeah, definitely, but that's because I've went through my dark night, and I still don't get me wrong, I still have dark nights, but they're not as intense as they were last year. And I mean, they were pretty intense.
They were really bad.
And I went through it, and I've put the work in. I've really done my research, and I've found what ignites my soul, and I've found my passion, and I've found what I can do to maybe help others, and you know what I mean, like this all helps your vibration. And it's just, and the main thing, like I mentioned like the other weeks, is simply because I've started loving me again. I've let the inner child come out. I've became more in tune with my own soul, and it's wonderful.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
But
yeah, I did that years ago. You know, I did that. I had done that years ago, and I think that's why, because I bounce about so much. But I suppose I've always been that kind of person. Yeah, I've never been a negative person. I've always kept on the side of positivity. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying that I didn't go down and things happen. But my and this is how I deal with the dark side, or whatever way you want to call it, is I stop and look at it, and I'll say, well, why is this happening? I ask questions.
Yeah.
And I speak, Ken, okay, I speak to myself all the time anyway, but I'll speak and I'll say it loud and again, well, why is this happening? That's not me. I need to change this. And I deal with it. And then I move on, you know? Like, let's go back to being Easter again. And you said about my outfit I had on at the school lollipop. You know, I was yet in the afternoon, there was an old lady come down the road. And she often comes down with her wee dog, but she didn't hear her wee dog, but she was going to walk the post office. And she stopped me by and she said, oh, I love your outfit. Oh, your tail's wonderful. And I said, well, thanks very much. And she put her hand on me and she says, you've done such a wonderful job. It's been a long time since I've seen the children actually stopping and speaking, and actually truly speaking.
Oh.
And I said, well, thanks very much. She says, that's you. She says, because you're such a happy person. And I thought, well, that's good. That's me getting my answer.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm doing the right thing. That I'm meant to be doing this. You know? And this is it. So if you can raise a vibration in one person, it always passes on. You know?
It passes on. And it's like, and the children, talking about the children are so important as well. And they're special, they're really special. And they're helping a lot with the Ascension process.
Of course they are.
A lot.
The thing is, we have to get their vibration up, because they're the next generation.
Yeah, they are. They're
so they've got to be. So if that's the reason why I'm working with the school, is to get this floor. But I'll tell you, the energy did. I could feel the energy difference between my house and between the house and the school. It was amazing, and I was bouncing, but no. But okay, I was dressed as a rabbit, but I wasn't a Dean Bunny hole. I wasn't
I am. I'm going to put a picture up of you in your bunny outfit.
So anyway, so Ken, it's just how you react every day, because as I say, if we do a little bit, Ken, it's like I was speaking to somebody the other night there. And I was says to this person, I says, you know, if everybody in the world just smiled or said good morning or said something nice to the next person, that person will smile and they'll pass it on to the next person. And by the time we're finished, it's went around the world. And what's happened? It's raised the vibration of the earth. You know, everybody in this world can do it, because look how many people's in the world. You know, and just to say hello, or just to smile, or whatever, Ken, you just light it, and it does work. It really does work, Ken, and that is us all coming together as the collective when that happens. But no, I just think it's great. Just now, that's great. We're into the month of April. You know, new beginnings for many of us, and different things, and I just think it's great. I like the month of April. You know, even if we're due snow on Easter Monday.
Yeah. What's that about? It's beautiful sunshine, and then we've got snow.
We've got snow coming Monday and Tuesday, seemingly.
Right. Okay.
But I'm a bit, no, I want sunshine. That
Right,
was snow.
yeah.
We've had worse snow. We didn't want any more. I want to get on in the greens and raise my plants and do all that, you know. But this is it. If everybody just did some good kindness, you know, have a bit of fun, eh? It soon works out and things do get better. You know?
Oh yeah.
There is a lot of energy gone about, and it's how you cope with it, you know. But you lot out there, don't be scared of it. Don't be frightened of it. Just
There's none. No, there's nothing to be frightened of. And if you feel that like there's a little bit of fear, or you feel like you're losing control, this is what I do. I basically get my sage, okay. Joanne done a video on that last week. Sage, Gladys doesn't like Sage, but Joanne done a video. I'll leave that video in the description for everybody if they haven't seen how to sage. And basically, what I do is I sage, and I basically cleanse myself, and I just calm down, and I see my chakras align and just bring them back into center, and I just breathe. Wim Hof like really taught me how to do this. Just deep breath, and it's breathing in. Now, people, when you breathe in, they pull their stomachs in when they breathe in. Right. Yeah, you do the opposite way. So when you breathe in, you push your stomach out. So all the oxygen that you breathe in circulates into your stomach, and it gets the cells and everything going in your blood, like your white cells and everything going, and it carries the oxygen more. And it relaxes you more. So the more you then through your stomach, and it's like, and you feel it from your stomach. So we'll try it just now. So breathe in. So you go from your stomach. So breathe in. So you go through from your stomach.
Come on then.
Up into your throat. And right up to your crown. Hold it and let go. And again. Hold it. Let go. You start to feel a little bit more relaxed and calmer. So if you do keep doing that until you just feel all that chaos, all that panic, all that anger, fear, anxiety, if you just keep breathing like that.
Breathing is one of the best things you can do for yourself. It really does. If you can get into the habit of deep breathing, and it just calms you right down. I know there's a lot of people can't meditate. They just can't do it. But if you sit and do your breathing, it relaxes in the same way as a meditation.
Oh yeah, it really does, and it helps that veil drop a little bit more, because when I do,
you broke up.
It's okay, I'll be fine. If I do Wim Hof, I feel that my connection to the spiritual realm is a lot more stronger, right? I really, really do. But before I do that, I always shield and protect, because when you do these sort of things, the light's really bright, and you can then attract entities and attachments. And I actually had an experience where at that time I wasn't awoke, and I didn't know how to shield and protect. I was doing the Wim Hof, and something really quite scary happened when I did a Wim Hof, and it put me off for a while. It really put me off. You know what it is.
It's something. Because it's something that you've never experienced.
Yeah.
So you will back off, and it is a fear factor. It's getting over that and knowing that you're going to be all right. But it really is. It's just learning to breathe in and just keeping calm. If anything happens, just kind of get used to going into a calming mood and let it just pass over you. You know, okay? And then I try and hang on to it. You know, it's what the fear, whatever it is you've got frightened of. It's the quicker you release that, the better for yourself. Because then it won't get attached to you. you know. But everybody's. I think now it's people are more awakening. I've noticed that a lot of people are protecting themselves. You can by their aura if they're protecting yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So they are doing it. They are learning. But you'll only take from what anybody says is what resonates with you and what you feel. I can do that. That's me. You can. Because we all have different ways of dealing with things, and I think that's the best way I can. As I was saying to this person the other day, it's we all have our own little gifts, if you want to call them that. We're in little threads. It's when we all come in together as the one. That is when you realise what you can do when it all joins in with everybody else. And I love it. I love coming together with a lot of spiritual people or that or I would just say like-minded people, and watch what happens. Yeah, I love it. And it's just you feel the vibration, do you? And you feel the good energy, and you just think, oh, it's party time, because that's what it feels like. Well, to me, it does. In my life, every day's a party, so it's pretty much different there, is it?
That's true. That's true. I'm telling you, she's a party animal. She tried to get me. What was it? You chased me around the garden at one of your garden parties, remember? And she was adamant she was going to catch me and she was going to chuck me into the pool. Like, I swear, she was, and I was actually quite scared. I was like, she really wants to get me. And she's like, get it, I'm going to get you. I was like,
Aye, but hey, I was being wound on with all the kids because they thought it was great, especially your twat. They thought it was going to be great as I was going to throw you in the pool.
Yeah. It's the kids and Gladys wanted to chuck me in the pool. I don't know why. I wasn't doing anything to them.
Oh yes, well, Ken, and this is it, Ken. And I must admit, I did miss the big garden party, the big party last year. Because it is a good, it is once a year I do this, isn't it, Kerry? And we get everybody in it, and it's a mixture of different people. Yeah, most of them are all kind of spiritual, but those they matter. But we do have the ones that are kind of, they are waiting because they do come and I watch them and they'll talk away to the other ones and they'll go, oh, you're one of Gladys's lot. I think that's hilarious.
Gladys's lot.
But yeah, but it's all kind of and the different energies, and it always ends up a good day. It kind of starts about 3 in the afternoon and finishes whenever.
I know, like it goes on for long periods of time. Just like the Irish like to party, and I'm lucky. Like I've got both sides in me. I've got the Scottish side and I've got the Irish side because my dad's Irish. His family are all Irish. I've got Irish grandparents and that. And the parties that we've had, like honestly, I could tell you some really funny stories. Really funny stories about.
But you think about it, just a bit. Get our parties. You do feel good. Okay, you might have a hangover the next day if you're drinking, right? But then you could have a hangover for being happy because you can get a hangover from being happy. And a lot of people just believe that, but you can't.
You can
because
be
your
happy.
Energy.
Yeah, happy drunk.
Your energy is that it makes you feel as if you're drunk.
Yeah, happy drunk's better than being actually drunk. I prefer happy drunk to being drunk. Like, I see with my vibration reason, and you'll probably notice this as well, everyone. Write in the comments if you've tell us what your Ascension symptoms have been, because it would be fascinating to read. Because I'm curious. And one of my symptoms is I've gone clean off alcohol. I will not touch it. I will not go anywhere near it. And it's not because no. It's simply because my body just will not. And it's like, oh man. And it's like, I think Joanne mentioned that she just can't get drunk anymore. And I noticed that last year that I had a couple of drinks, and not a lot, but didn't have an effect. Just couldn't. No,
well, I haven't been tiddly for a while, you know, But I do like my brandy, and I do like my white wine. Sparkling, it's got to be sparkling. Anyway, but I didn't drink as near as what I used to do a few years ago. I didn't drink as much as I used to.
You'll probably notice as your vibration keeps rising more. I don't know, maybe it might be different, but you might notice that you'll stop drinking alcohol altogether, because there's a theory behind what alcohol actually does to the pineal gland, and that's why they created alcohol. But hey, you can research that for yourself, guys. But seriously,
I didn't drink, and you came for a while, Friday, Saturday, up until a Sunday lunchtime. And I was had a bottle of wine open.
Oh, right. Remember that? I used to get.
That's years ago. That's over 5 years ago. But since then, I've hardly took a drink at the weekends. I never kind of have a drink through the week. I never have done. But at the weekend, free time, party time kind of thing, you know. Even when I have the big party, even when I have the big garden parties, half the time I'll lose my drinks. It's a waste of time. I'll have maybe one at the beginning for everybody comes in, and after that, and there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
That you kind of didn't need it, but I keep losing them anyway. But the times I've lost my glass is unbelievable. I keep thinking somebody moves them. But anyway, there's a thing, you see. Okay? And as I was said, one thing I don't need is drink to make me happy.
No.
I don't need alcohol to make me happy.
No.
I never have
what? The buzz of life makes you happy. It's fantastic. Right. It's like that's what happy drunk is. That's what happy drunk is. You just like woo! Like you can't. It's like vibration, and you just want to like. That's happy drunk. That's happy drunk. It's fantastic, and you'll probably experience it so much better than drunk. Like going out. It's so much better.
Before we finish. Plus, the next day you didn't have that awful hangover.
Exactly. You've just got a hangover of love. So much better.
Exactly it. And that's a nice way to end, isn't it? A hangover of love.
Hangover of love. So get merry and happy with your Easter eggs today. I hope you've enjoyed eating your Easter eggs today. Yes, hold on. Let's get the bunny ears. I hope you have all enjoyed eating your Easter eggs today, and you're happy drunk from all the beautiful vibrations of allowing yourself to enjoy your chocolate. What the hell am I talking about? That's the joy of this. See, I'm moving rainbows.
Oh, yeah, rainbows, I know. Anyway, yes. Enjoy Easter, whatever you're doing, or the Easter period, or what you've ever done. As long as you've brought love and joy to yourselves, and if your head's doing the toilet, being sick after all the chocolate, well, as long as you've enjoyed it, it doesn't matter, is it?
No.
So on that note, we'll see you again very, 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 very soon. So love you, Kerry.
Love you too, very much.
And so from the beautiful and talented Kerry.
Thank you. I'm going to own that. And
from myself, have a good time over the holidays, and we will see you very soon. So remember, please subscribe, get your chummies on and off, and don't forget to ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ding dong, ding dong, dingy dongy, dingy dong.
We were in unison this week. That's amazing.
Bye.